Hi, it's Mary Beth. We're going to do our science lesson today. I'm here in my kitchen science lab, and wherever you are is your lab, because that's where you are when you do science. That's your lab. So, welcome. We're going to talk about states of matter today. States of matter aren't like the state of Indiana or the state of Alabama. States of matter are the forms that everything in the world takes. And there are three states of matter. First of all, what is matter? Well, matter is anything that takes up space. So it could be a rock or a tree. This isn't a whole tree, it's a part of a tree that's made into a candle holder. A book takes up space. But they can also be other things. These are all called solids, things that have their own shape. And the little particles that they're made up of are really tightly packed together, so you can kind of hold them or touch them. So that's one state of matter, one category of matter. A second one is liquid, and the one we probably know the best is water. This is a glass of water, so the glass is a solid, but the water inside is different, isn't it? It's not a solid, it's a liquid. It moves around more. That's because the molecules and particles in the water are not as tightly packed. They're not as tight together. They're a little bit further apart so they can move around. So liquid. So water is an example of liquid. The coffee in my thermal mug is liquid. Hot chocolate that you can make with a packet of chocolate is liquid. Tea is liquid. Orange juice is liquid. Lots of different liquids. There's one more state of matter, and that is gas. And the particles in gas, so a solid, they're tightly packed together, and a liquid, they're looser. And gases, they're hardly even touching. They're floating around. And gases you can't really see. So something like the steam that rises when you make your cup of hot chocolate or your tea, that's a gas. What about when you see a balloon up in the air? It's rising up in the air because it has been filled with from a certain tank. That's helium. That's a gas. You can't see the gas in there, but you can see what it does. It makes that balloon rise up high. So gases are harder to see because they don't have shape. They're so loose that they just float and they don't get into a certain shape or container. Okay, so let's look at something that can be all three of those states of matter. The same thing that can be all three. I mentioned it before. It's water. So water can be a solid. Here's an ice cube, kind of cold. That's a solid. I can hold that in my hand, right? Until it melts. But ice is a solid form of water. Then when it does melt, it becomes a liquid. And then if you were to boil it and make it really hot, it would become a gas and have steam rising up. So water can be all three states of matter. Not everything can do that. Most things are either one state of matter. They're either a solid, a liquid, or a gas. But water can be all three, which is really cool. All right, so we need to look at our experiment for today, which is a tasty one. And you probably have this. It's on our website, so you can print this out if you haven't already. But this is our way of showing the states of matter by making some tea or hot chocolate. So I have a mug, and in the take-home bags, you got a little brown bag that had a tea bag for some cinnamon apple tea or some hot chocolate. I'm going to make the tea, so I'm going to take that out. So far, I have solids, right? I have my mug, and I have this bag of tea that I can hold and put in here. I also have a spoon, and that's a solid. Now I need the liquid. All right, I have to go over here to get it. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my liquid. This you probably need some help with because I need a very, very hot liquid to pour into my tea. Let me put this down a little bit for you. I have liquid, but what else do I have happening here? Do you see that? Yes, look at that steam rising. That's our third state of matter. That's the gas, the vapor that rises from that hot water from my cup is a gas. So in 1 cup of tea or hot chocolate, if that's what you made, I have a solid, a liquid, the water, and a gas. You can see it rising. 3 states of matter. And I get to have a tasty treat. So I hope you enjoyed our states of matter lesson. If you have this printed out, you can go ahead and color it in, and you can also cut out these 3 words, liquid, solid, and gas, and try to match them up. The mug we know is the solid, the milk or water, liquid, and the vapor, gas. So you can cut these out and glue or tape them into the right spots. It is on our webpage if you don't have it printed out yet. Enjoy your tea or hot chocolate. Enjoy your 3 states of matter in one. Thank you. Bye-bye.